All right, so we are done building our admin panel. So the next thing we'll be looking at is some few fonts that we need to fix, some new awesome fonts that we need to fix. Now when you come to the main project itself, you see that we have font icons here, but this fonts icon, when you look here, they are saying that these fonts icon are supposed to be picked from the net. So once I'm not connected to internet, the fonts are not able to pick. That is why I'm seeing all these nonsense here. You can see them. Is that okay? So we need to find a way of fixing these fonts so that they can pick. But when you look at our project, we don't have them. Is that okay? Even though they are there, but because we're not connected to internet and we haven't tried loading them, they are not being displayed. But you can see my menu here, the one that is used to collapse. You see that the icon is there. So how do we fix this? Now our system is saying that anytime we are connected to the internet, go to this location and pick this font file here, which is we call it font awesome.min.css. So now what we need to do is that we need to download this font awesome, and then we'll connect it to our system, and then our system will be able to read it. So whether you are online or not, our system can still access the font files. So how do we connect that manually? So now the first thing I want to do is that I want to repeat this code first, because that's what we'll be using to edit. I'll be adding the font CSS file onto where our CSS folder in Bootstrap. So I'll just copy this, then I'll come down here. So now what we need to do is that I'll copy this and replace it with what we have here, and I'll be bringing this file later on. Now I need to bring this file into our CSS folder. So how do I get this file? That means I have to go to the internet and then download that file. Is that okay? Then I can put it there. But one good thing is that I have some old projects with me that I might be able to find this file there. So why do I need to go to the internet to search for this file? So I just copy this name, then I'll go to my drive C here, then I'll come to AMPS, then I'll come to www folder. Now these are different applications that I have here. So if I'm going to search for font awesome, one of these applications at least should be using that. So let me search for it and let's see whether we'll be able to get that. So it's certain, and we have font awesome here, so you can see it. So I'll just right click and then copy that, and then I'll go and add it to my project folder. So I'll go to the desktop, then I'll look for project. I have it here. Then I'll open Bootstrap, then CSS, then I'll add it there. All right, so now let's go and refresh and see whether we have our fonts appearing or not. But we still, even though we have linked the file, but we still not have the fonts appearing. So now that is a CSS file that we have picked, but we haven't picked the font itself. So we need the fonts itself. We need font awesome itself. This is just a CSS file. So where do we get that file? I still search in my system, and I should be able to come with one. So let me make a general search to see where I'll get that font awesome. A general search. So let's give it some few seconds to search. Alright, so here we are with some few fonts. So let's try to see whether we can get the fonts themselves. So we still have the CSS files here. So I'll pick my first one, I'll right click on it, then I say open location, and let's try to see whether we'll get the CSS the fonts itself. So let's go one step backwards, and we have fonts here. So when we open that fonts, you see that we have an awesome fonts here. So we'll copy the whole of this to our project folder too as well. Sorry, copy. Then we visit our project folder on desktop, then project, and we'll go to Bootstrap, then fonts, and then we'll add awesome fonts here, and then we go back to our project and refresh to see what happens. Then it has loaded, but still we are still having an error with our project. So let's cross check to see where the error is coming from. So we have our CSS file here, we have awesome CSS. So let's pick this name and replace what we have there. So copy. So we have here. So let's replace it to this, so that to be sure that That is the right thing we are doing. So paste here, and then we save, and then we'll go back to refresh, and let's see what happened. So now the fonts has picked, so you can see the fonts here. See the fonts, we see have nice fonts here. You see another font here. So these are the fonts, and the fonts has picked. So we have finished solving the font problem. Now we can move further by editing what? Our template alongside. So I'll break here, then I'll come back with another tutorial on the rest of our project as we build along. So if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and then share my videos too as well for others to learn. Stay tuned with the virus system till our next tutorial.